Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn on page number 91-92 the metal activities series. This tabular column is the list of elements or group of elements. They are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. Accordingly, the first most reactive element is potassium. The symbol is K. The next comes sodium, which is almost equally reactive as potassium. Next comes calcium, Ca, magnesium, Mg, aluminium, Al, zinc, Zn, iron, Fe, lead, Pb, hydrogen nonmetal, H, copper metal, Cu, mercury, Hg, silver, Ag, gold, Au. These are the symbols of elements. For knowing displacement reaction, we have to learn this series because this series is most important. You will learn up to higher classes. See here, potassium react with zinc sulfate because potassium is strong metal which is placed high in the activities series, that is top in the activity series, whereas zinc is placed lower in the activity series, which is senses that zinc is weaker element than potassium. So potassium react with zinc sulfate. How does it react? Potassium displaces the zinc. Zinc plays potassium, you have tried. So you will get the product potassium sulfate plus zinc. But reaction of zinc with the potassium sulfate is not happened so because zinc is less reactive element. Potassium in potassium sulfate is more reactive element. Potassium is present in the form of compound, so we can say potassium ion. Zinc is a metal. So zinc is weaker than potassium, so zinc cannot displace potassium from salt potassium sulfate. So no reaction occurs. So what do you understand? Top in the element, the series top elements are more reactive than lower elements. So such a type of reaction, we can say displacement can be proceeded. For example, sodium react with iron sulfate, but iron don't react with sodium sulfate. And lead react with what is that? Copper sulfate, because lead is top in the series. Copper ion, the copper sulfate is lower in the series. Thus, displacement reaction proceeds here. That is senses that here occurs displacement reaction. Same way, one more example I will tell you. Potassium or zinc with hydrochloric acid. Zinc top in the series, hydrogen is lower in the series. Hydrogen is an ion because hydrogen is present in hydrochloric acid in compound state, so it is ion. But look at the metal, zinc is top in the series, so displacement reaction occur here. Here is a shortcut to learn this metal activity series. Popular potassium, scientists sodium, can calcium, make magnesium, aluminium, zoo zinc, in iron, low lead, humid hydrogen, country copper, more mercury, satisfactory silver. Then comes gold and platinum. Gold and platinum always located lower in the series because they are least reactive. That is the reason they are called as noble metals. They shine always. No rusting take place on silver, gold, platinum metals because they are least reactive metals. More time I will tell you the shortcut. Popular scientist can make a zoo in low humid country more satisfactory gold, platinum. Here is an activity 8 to show demonstrate neutralization reaction. It is a kind of double decomposition reaction. See, look at the reaction. CH3COOH is acetic acid. It changes into ion like CH3COO minus and H plus. And the second compound is baking soda, NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. This compound breaks to Na plus HCO3 minus. So, as from the acetic acid, CH3COO minus react with positive radical Na plus ions from baking soda compound. So you get sodium acetate, sodium from baking soda, and negative radical from acetic acid, acetate group from acetic acid. The remaining compound changes into two products, that is CO2 and H2O, because in acetic acid H plus is left, in baking soda HCO3 is left, both H plus ion, HCO minus ion, both combine to form CO2 and H2O product. It is a kind of neutralization reaction because CH3COH is an acid and sodium bicarbonate NaHCO3 is a base. How do you prove? Here is a proof. Take 2 strip of red litmus paper and 2 strip of blue litmus paper and keep those papers on the table. Now you are going to add a few drops of acetic acid on both the colored litmus paper, that is red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. What will happen is, since it is acid, the paper changes into red. Red color remains red, blue litmus changes into red. The same way, add a few drops of sodium bicarbonate solution on the 2 papers, that is the red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. What will happen? Changes to blue. Blue paper remain blue, red litmus paper changes into blue. It shows that acetic acid is the acid, sodium bicarbonate is a basic nature, so it is a kind of neutralization reaction. This is the chemical equation of acetic acid and baking soda sodium bicarbonate. Now we are going to learn rusting of iron. This iron gets rusted because iron reacts with oxygen and water vapor which are present in the atmosphere and form a new compound, ferric oxide, that is hydrated ferric oxide. Formula is Fa2O3.X molecule of water. If there is no oxygen is present, then iron only react with water, form ferrous hydroxide, FeOH twice. Iron undergoes oxidation because iron reacts with oxygen. In another way we can explain, iron gives 2 electrons, sometimes it gives 3 electrons. If any metal donate electron, we can say those metals undergone oxidation reaction. This is the reason the materials which are made of iron, like bridges, vehicles and railings, gates, ships, these and all gets damaged within few years because the upper surface of the iron reacts with the air and water vapor or water particles and form new compound. So slowly this rusted compound falls down and form a new layer of rust coating. So slowly it breaks. Bridges break. Bridges which are made of iron breaks. That is what nowadays this iron gate or iron bridges which are replaced by alloys. That means iron with a carbon and some other particles. So mixture of iron with some other metal resist rusting. They don't go for any other further reaction. The brown color compound on the iron surface is called as rust as well as corrosion. Here is an activity 9 which is to show 3 conditions are necessary for rusting to take place, that is iron, oxygen and water vapor or water. Here you are going to take 3 beakers or conical flask named A, B and C. In the first beaker you are going to take iron and boiled water. Over the water you are going to sprinkle oil, you are going to drop oils. So what happened? The layer will be blocked by, top layer of the water is blocked by oil. So this iron get water but it does not get oxygen because this oily layer block the entry of oxygen. So rusting will not take place. Whereas in conical flask B you are taking iron and water and there is no lid, so oxygen is entering inside the water. This nail, here also you are taking nail. This nail is getting, the nail which is present in flask, conical flask B is getting enough oxygen and water, so rusting take place. Whereas in conical flask C, you are taking iron nail as well as compound called calcium chloride, which is called as drying agent or desiccating agent. What is the function of this drying agent calcium chloride? It absorbs all the moisture which is present surrounding place and keep the surrounding dry. So what happened that flask B, this iron is getting enough oxygen but this iron is not getting water, thus no rusting take place. From this what did you understand? In case of first conical flask A, The iron is getting water, no air it is getting. In case of B nail, the nail which is in B flask, it is getting all the condition, air and water. So rusting take place. Whereas in nail C, that means nails which are in conical flask C, it gets only air, no water is available. So no rusting take place. This shows that for rusting to occur, there are three important things are necessary along with iron, air and water particles.